everybody, my name is Rainy Angel and welcome to my channel, Rainy Angel in Spirit. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about liminal spaces and the back rooms. So, liminal spaces, if you don't know what they are, they're basically these spaces, rooms, places that are they're liminal. They're very open, they're wide, they're vast. They're also usually very minimalistic looking, where it's like not too much going on. I guess sometimes there can be a lot of intricate details, you know what I mean? But it's all generally like very much the same as you walk on into around these places. So like the back rooms, level 1 back rooms, you know what those are. If you don't, it's basically just the back. It looks like the rooms in the back of a warehouse, you know, with the fluorescent lights, the moist carpets, the just dingy looking rooms. Those aren't my favorite back rooms, to be honest with you. My idea, like what I have in my mind for back rooms, is I think of like a grocery store, like a vast grocery store, a library, what else? I also like maybe like a garden or cathedrals or something like that, where it just goes on and on. Another thing about liminal spaces is that they go on and on and on and on and on forever. Like, you apparently can't get out of them, but you can. I also, I have a friend at work. I asked him if he knew what the back rooms and liminal spaces were. He was like, yeah, I know of the back rooms. I have dreams about being in certain liminal spaces. And I asked him what his liminal spaces were in his mind, and he said they were, it was a movie theater. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh my God, a liminal space movie theater? Oh, that would be really cool to find yourself in. You may find yourself in a indoor pool room, you know what I mean, that just goes on and on and on, and you're swimming around. There's all the tiled walls, ceiling. Also, you could find it like office spaces, like sort of like just hallways that seem to just go on and on forever. And the whole stigma and thoughts around liminal spaces in the back rooms is that it's terrifying and horrifying to be in, because you can find entities that are out to get you and chasing after you. The way I see it is, I personally don't find it terrifying. I guess it can be, depending on what you think about it or your state of mind. I honestly think that they are very peaceful, because you're just by yourself in your own thoughts. Like, I also see the liminal spaces as a dimensional space. When I do my controlled out-of-body experiences using the ADA method, which stands for Awaken Your Dormant Abilities, I want to manifest going to a liminal space, to be honest with you. I could totally find myself in a hotel. That's a liminal space I want to check out. Kind of like the Shining sort of vibes, but no bloody murder and Jack Nicholson chasing me with an axe. I don't know. I just think it would be really cool to go into a liminal space that is a hotel or a grocery store or something like that, or a library, just books on books on books, like really tall bookshelves. I know those places are real. If you can imagine it, you can manifest it. It'll happen. It'll happen, especially in the spiritual realm. And I just know, like, I hear of these places, like the cathedrals and the libraries that holds like knowledge and all the records of all things, and your own personal records of your current life, past life, futures, and all this stuff. And I intend on going there once I get the hang of having more of these controlled out-of-body experiences. Still practicing, still working on improving and getting better. Yeah, I just don't really see it as something scary or terrifying. I think it's just rather cool. Like, I remember I saw a liminal space that was it was like a garden or something. It was like these garden beds, and it was on this like floating island in the middle of the sky, and it was just this beautiful sky, you know. I haven't played the video game. I think my boyfriend has a video game. I'll have to play and check it out. I guess anything really you could think of could become a liminal space or a back room of some sort. You know what I mean? Like a forest. Imagine you walking in a forest, and it's just all trees and greenery, and it's like, no matter where you look, it's just trees and greenery. I had a vision in my mind like last week when I was falling asleep, and I was just kind of manifesting like a pathway, and it just like appeared to me. It was basically like this really long pathway, sort of like a nature walk sort of thing, but it was just a concrete pathway. I guess like if you were like a runner, you could run or whatever. But it had on either side of the pathway these really tall trees with orange, brown, fall, autumn leaves. but the pathway just went on and on and on as far as I could see. And that just kind of reminded me of a liminal space. Like I could walk down that path, and who knows like what's gonna pop out. You know what I mean? I could just manifest something and just keep it going and going and going until I wake up or whatever. Let me know in the comments if you guys have heard of the backrooms and liminal spaces, and if you guys have maybe been to one that is a dimensional space, or somewhere in the universe, in the different realms and dimensions. It'd be really cool. But all right, guys, thank you. Bye.